my beautiful brothers and sisters, to the Aquarian Adepts, my platform, our platform to become your spiritual server. And welcome, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising, or for anybody who just wants to hang out with the Cancer tribe. Can cure is the way that I like to say it, actually. To your August 2018 report. Thank you so much for joining me. And let's dive into the cards and a bit of the astrology to see what is happening for you this month. Well, how are you doing? The sun right now is transiting your second house, so it's revealing themes of self-worth, value, confidence, you know, in some ways how you ground yourself. And we had that new moon solar eclipse in Leo at 18 degrees, which for you, like I said, being the second house, this had to do with, you know, money and finances and practical matters. But yeah, it had to do with the heart. So for you, it's really about manifesting from the heart space, and how over the next the nodes won't be back here for a while, but really how over the next several years especially, how this is going to prove to be a time where you learn to magically manifest. Especially we have to consider the fact that the nodes are heading towards Cancer and Capricorn. And this is really going to be a super powerful time for you. In August, you're really going to start to feel more of your worth, and how this is going to carry on over into the rest of the year. But yeah, we do have some interesting energies, and looks like we have two cards that just popped out. It looks like it's going to be both your cards for this reading. We do have the card of belief, and we also have the card of solar plexus. The solar plexus card, I just drew this for Aries. We also have the card of belief. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. Oh, look at that, self-worth comes up. The frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power, and our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our connection is to the whole. Two very powerful cards to draw, and really that's exactly what this month is about. It's about, do you believe in yourself, Cancer? Do you believe in the power of your gift to feel so deeply into the divine, to feel so deeply into the holiness of this experience? Because you are a very holy sign. Like, you are the high priestess, Cancer, right? And you are that cardinal water sign, so you are the natural water bender. You know, you are Katara. You know, you have that incredible ability to maneuver emotions, and you really have that uncanny ability to really heal and, you know, nurture and have to show compassion for other people like no other sign can. I mean, all signs can show compassion, but you really are the sign of compassion in many ways, Cancer. But perhaps you haven't really been feeling it as much. Perhaps you've been feeling like this might be a huge task for you to heal others. Really, it begins with healing yourself and healing your perspective and your journey. Now let's see what else we have in store. We do have Venus, which is currently transiting Libra. And for you, that is the fourth house of family, home, and foundation. So this will be a good time for you to try and establish some type of harmony with that aspect of your life. If you are estranged from certain members of your family, this would be a good time to try and strike up some type of peace with those family members. It doesn't mean that you have to hang out with them every day, but definitely strive to bring some type of peace to that area of your life. Some type of harmony, some type of balance, you know. And you naturally rule the fourth house, so it'll be interesting how you deal with that energy. You also could be looking to bring some peace and harmony to your own home life. You know, perhaps if you've grown up, this will be a great opportunity for you to heal aspects of your childhood. You know, look at your childhood in a different way. Look at your childhood and find peace within those spots. You know, look at your childhood and it's like, you know, even though, you know, not everyone has the easiest childhood, and we all have different traumas we have experienced, but this will give you a great opportunity to heal that aspect and to really look at your childhood and appreciate it for what it is worth. Now let's see what else we have here. And like I said, with this card of belief in the solar plexus, I feel like this is you learning to believe in yourself again and believing in your self-worth and in your gifts. A lot of Cancers are empaths, so I'm just letting you know we are coming into the year of the empath when the North Node comes into Cancer. And what it truly means to be an empowered empath. We have 5 cards here. Let's see what we got. We have the Lovers card in reverse. We have the Justice card, this card of Libra. We have the King of Wands, the fire sign will be playing a significant role. We have the Emperor, which is the card of Aries, so it could definitely be an Aries. And then we also have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. Alright, so what's happening here? Well, with the Lovers in reverse, you may not be feeling the love. Or maybe if you are in a relationship, maybe things aren't exactly the way that you like. You may be in an emotionally abusive relationship or mentally abusive. Hopefully not physically abusive. Hopefully not any of those. But Cancer, we do have the Justice card, so justice will be served if that happens to be the scenario. If not, perhaps it's just, you and your lover right now may be going through a particular time where you're not necessarily seeing eye to eye, and there needs to be some type of balance brought to this area, some type of transformation. We do have the King of Wands, which talks about a fire sign, so it could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag. But we also have the Emperor, so it lets me know that this is probably more than likely an Aries that you could be potentially dealing with. Now, no, not all Cancers are with Aries and stuff, but it could be someone who carries that vibe, someone who's a go-getter, someone who really acts on impulse, someone who really likes to take action, take steps, and move forward, and maybe they're a little rough around the edges, maybe they don't necessarily... they don't necessarily think things out too much, but they are rather focused and very much so driven. But we do have the Five of Pentacles here. So there's definitely some sense in your relationship with this person, some sort of disconnect as far as the value you see in the other person, or perhaps maybe they don't see your value. But you have to ask yourself, do you believe in yourself? Because maybe the way that they're viewing you is the way that you're viewing yourself. And if you're viewing yourself from this Five of Pentacles position, then, yeah, the other person, especially if it's Aries, they're going to be like, they might try to be like a coach and try to be like, hey, get up, you can do it, you can go. Or, they may just be like, oh, come on, we got to go, we got to do this thing, we got to go now. And maybe they might be kind of dragging you along. And you don't want to be dragged along, do you, Cancer? Let's see what else we have. I'm kind of interested to know just about, this little spread right here. It does seem like some level of peace and harmony is going to be brought to the situation, but I only think it's going to be brought to the situation if you truly believe in yourself. I think that's the only way it's really going to be brought, is if you believe in yourself. But let's draw those 3 cards. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups. So there are many options open to you right now. So maybe you're paralyzed by all the different options that you could take. The Seven of Cups, I like to think of it as, and underneath the Seven of Cups is actually the Queen of Cups in reverse. So there may be a lack of compassion that you are feeling right now. But the Seven of Cups combined with the Queen of Cups is saying that, yeah, there are many options that you can take. And if you find yourself in a relationship, now it can be romantic, because I drew the Lovers, but it can be a friend, it can be a colleague, it can be family. Maybe a situation has presented itself to you, Cancer, Cancer, that you have many different options and many different roads that you can take. But it's really going to be based off of the road that actually provides the most compassion, even though the Queen of Cups is reverse. That's really what's going to base it. I think of the Queen of Cups as, a raging and unforgivable sea, in reverse. Now, the King of Cups can be that too, but I think of the Queen of Cups as, in reverse, as this raging, unforgiving sea. And, if you tap into that energy and you are unforgiving of the situation or of the person, you can actually trap yourself in that Five of Pentacles energy if you are unforgiving. Cancer, people don't really think about it. Cancer is a sign of the healer, but if you cross a Cancer, and if a Cancer turns dark, it's one of the most dangerous signs of the zodiac. It really is. So be careful with that, though, Cancer. Be careful with unforgiveness Be careful with resentment. Now, we do have the World card, which is the card of Capricorn. We also have the Hierophant here. And we also have the Page of Wands. So I think what this is, I think the universe is really kind of coming in, stepping in, and saying that, you know, the world actually can be your oyster, and you are the pearl, and you will represent the pearl in many ways. But since, you know, sometimes Cancers, what they'll do is that they'll retreat into their shell because the world is so harsh. And if you imagine yourself as a pearl and the clam itself as the world, you know, truthfully, the world is actually protecting you from the outside. So even though the world may seem crazy and chaotic, the world is actually protecting us. You know, we get blasted by energy and radiation from the sun, but yet this world protects us. Mother Gaia protects us. You know, and that's a gift. That's an incredible blessing. So we actually have protection from our guides, our higher self, and the world, and we're like encased within this clam. We also have the Page of Wands in reverse, which lets me know that, you know, there is something you're wanting to manifest, and maybe now is not necessarily the time to act. Mars is still retrograde, and Mars will be coming forward soon. And, you know, you're of course going to feel it because when it comes direct, it's going to be in your opposite sign of Capricorn. So you're going to automatically be tapped into this vision of what's possible within your relationships and what actions you and your partner can take, or you and your colleagues can take, you and your friends, you and your business, whatever it is that you're engaged with, whatever people and associations and organizations that you're associated with. You are definitely going to be gaining this vision of what you can do, but you're not going to really be able to take the actionable steps immediately. You're going to feel it more, of course, when Mars comes out of shadow, which will be, I think, 10 degrees of Aquarius. Now, some signs are going to feel coming out of shadow earlier than other signs. It's almost going to be sort of and that's just kind of an interesting thing. And that's really, Aries is going to feel it, and Aquarius is going to feel it. They're going to feel it more so than the other signs. Cancer, you're going to be in tune to it, but it won't be made obvious to you until we come out of the shadow period, once Mars enters shadow period. But there are certain signs that are going to feel that direct motion more. You are one of those signs. So don't worry, it's okay. Right now, still just scan over your options and kind of intuitively feel into what's right. And really, it's going to be based off of your belief system. How do you believe you can achieve that goal? Do you believe that you can achieve your dream? How big is your belief? How infinite is your belief in yourself? That's really what this is about. That's going to determine what manifestation you bring forth. We have the Queen of Swords. So that definitely lets me know not only is this Venus transit in Libra very important, but also when Mars comes back into Aquarius, how that's going to be important for you as well. Alright, let's see what else we have here. For you, Cancur. What else do we have here? What can Cancur expect? Oh, here we go. Okay. We have the King of Swords. So we got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Yep, definitely. And maybe you're the third sign that's going to feel, and there's this particular degree that when Mars hits that spot, it'll still be in shadow period, I've been meaning to make a video on it, but there's this particular degree where some people are you're still going to be in shadow period, but the parachute that's been holding you back is going to be clipped. This is going to happen to Mars and Aquarius, and I'm thinking you, Cancer. I'm thinking you're the third one that's going to feel it. And it's kind of interesting that, I think you actually need to be the third one that feels that the most. Because obviously it's in the sign of Aquarius, so we're going to need that humanitarian energy to kind of return and feel more powerful, feel like it actually can make a difference. The Aries energy is going to be important because it's actually going to allow us to take actions and energy. But we're also going to need the compassionate energy of Cancer to help temper any potential, burnouts or flames that anyone might experience, and tempering the flames of anyone that might go too far for a cause that may not be beneficial for the whole populace. So I have a feeling that you too are going to kind of feel the shadow period of Mars end early, if that makes any sense. Let's draw a few more cards because that's actually pretty interesting. I want to know more about the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, because for you it can't play out as different people. That may hyper-accelerate your feeling of that Mars shadow period wearing off faster. But I'm interested to know, yes, what else we have? Well, we have that card. And, look at that. We have the Ten of Cups. I've drawn the Ten of Cups for quite a few signs for these readings. And it's really awesome because it's letting me know that this month of August is meant to be a very healing and powerful month for a lot of us. All of us, because we all have Cancer energy, right? We all have these energies. But this is very powerful for Cancer to draw the Ten of Cups. I say you draw it because, these energies are coming and channeling through me. So you drew this card, Cancer. And the Ten of Cups here is really letting me know that you're going to achieve a level of emotional security, happiness, and trust in the universe that things are moving forward. It really just comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself. Let's draw one more card from here. Actually, two more. And then I'll get on to the last Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle card. Okay. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. So, and this is relating, I feel, to that Page of Wands energy where you're kind of wanting to do something or wanting to take some sort of big action. Right now is the time for you to kind of just keep doing what you're doing, keep moving forward, stay focused, and smile often. That's one of my, that's my saying I say at the end of my videos. That's something you really want to do because you are really building something. Right now is the time of building. You'll have the time to act on something. You'll have the time to make a big decision and act on something later. Right now is the time of building. Eight of Pentacles is very much so a building energy. And look at that. We do have the Three of Pentacles as well. It was reversed when I flipped it over, but I really do feel like, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles below it, but I really do feel like this is you feeling confident about what you're building. You are going to start to feel and see the purpose and value of what you're doing, what you are creating. I think this is interesting because I feel like for those of you who are in a relationship, and everyone's in a relationship, whether it's romantic or a friend or a family, whatever, but the quality of that relationship is going to shift once you shift yourself into this space where you believe in your innate, you believe in your innate inheritance to infinite abundance. You're shifting into that space, and then naturally your relationships are going to begin to reflect that as well. So this is a month of believing in yourself, Cancer. This is a month of really cultivating that belief, because it's through cultivating that belief that not only is the world going to open up with so many options, you really are going to start to feel your worth again. And then the scales, they're going to balance out, and you will find justice. You will find harmony. You will find peace. You may be, a little exhausted from all these energies that have been happening. You may be a little off balance from all these energies that we have been experiencing. We all are to some degree. But I think you're really going to start to feel better the more the North Node comes back into your sign, and the more, the further we progress throughout the rest of this year. That is it for your reading, Cancer. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can follow the link in the description below too, the AquarianAdepts.com. And always remember, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to keep moving forward, to stay focused, and Yahoo! Smile often.